everyone, welcome back. So today is just a test. I actually ditched the GoPro that you normally would have seen over here, and I have replaced it with a second DJI, sorry, I know that's probably loud, DJI Osmo Action 4, because it was just getting so frustrating editing with the GoPro. It would only record 8-minute or so clips, and then when I would go to import them, even if I was synced up to the phone, which was supposed to make the times correct, the file names were all over the place, and they would just upload weird, and nothing would ever be in order. And it would the last video I used the GoPro on it, but I didn't even bother using any of the clips because I'm like, I'm not going to sit through and waste my time and waste my time with this, because it was just frustrating me to no end. So I didn't even bother using them, and then I decided to just order the Action 4 to pair up with this one. And the other thing that I did order as well is the remote that you can use to sync the multiple cameras, the two cameras, and that way I'm going to mount it somewhere on my bike, probably maybe around this mount or something, and I'm going to be able to basically use that to start recording and stop recording at different times, because there are times when I'm riding where I don't really feel like what I'm recording is really super important, and it's a pain to have to think about pressing all the buttons on the cameras. So I want to mount just that device probably right here. It has a little strap you can use and everything, and then that way I can just press the record button on there, and that should record and then stop recording only when I want it to. So like I said, today is just kind of a test. I want to see what the videos look like. I could already see by the screen on the second Osmo that I need to work on the positioning of that one, or double check and see make sure I'm using the right settings, so that it's the wide settings, because I feel like it was kind of a crop frame. So I just got to do a little bit of probably some tweaking with that, and I think also I need to use a different screw mount on the ram mount that I have, because I feel like it's a little loose on there, and it seems to have dropped a little bit. I think it's secure now, but I just want to make sure it's going to be secure and safe at all times, because I don't want to have to lose it on the road. So now basically that means that I have an entire DJI setup for my video and audio, and I know I'm an ecosystem person. I'm not an Apple fangirl, but I have a lot of Apple stuff because it just works together, and that's important to me, that things just work, that I don't have to fight with things to be compatible with each other. It's just too much work for me. I like ease. I like when I take a picture somewhere on the phone, I can access it on the iPad. If I edit a document on my iPad, I can open it on my computer. I just like living in these ecosystems, and I know it's probably ridiculous and stupid to most people, but it makes my life easier, and that's really what I'm about, is making my life easier. I don't like wasting time. I don't like making things harder on myself. I just want to plug and go and just move and do things, and not have to worry about technology not playing well together. So I had enough with the GoPro. I'm sorry, GoPro. You just kept driving me nuts, and I just didn't see a way around it. So maybe at some point in the future, if I find that the Action 4s are not cutting it. Maybe I'll look back at the GoPros and see what they might be doing at that point. But for now, whoop, there's a bug in my visor. Yuck! But for now, that's it. I'm going to be in this ecosystem now, just for my sanity and my productivity. Because like I said, if this becomes something that's another job, I don't want any part of it. If it's something that I can more easily just do, throw things together, cut things up, cut and splice, sync things up easily, that's great. But I think I mentioned that I did get the remote. So I basically started both cameras with that remote today before I started riding. And then I had to put it away because I didn't have a way to attach it yet, because the strap was too long. It was more of like a wrist strap, but they have a second strap that you can use. I just got to figure out how to remove the wrist strap and put the shorter strap on so I can just attach it to the ram mount. But you know, that's a very small problem for right now because this is just a test. So anyway, and hopefully everybody's been doing well. Another beautiful day here in Rhode Island. Had to get close to 70 today. Just absolutely beautiful weather. I'm very fortunate. I teach at a school that's on a beautiful waterfront campus that, you know, it's just stunning. And being a photographer and photography teacher, and being able to take my students around the campus and to the waterfront to photograph and, you know, explore, it's just so much fun. I love it. We got a lot of traffic going on here. So, but I'm just going to stick with it. I'm in really no hurry. I'm already like later than usual. I had to stay after today to photograph an event at my school. So I'm already running behind my usual at-home time, and there were food trucks there, so I already had something for dinner, so I'm just going to take my time going home. I am in no hurry. But yeah, so I mean, I hope, you know, everybody's been getting some better weather and able to get out and ride. I've been watching some videos from some other Vespa riders out there, and it's just been nice to see what other folks are up to and how the weather is where they're living. You know, get jealous a little bit of some of the scenery that some folks get when they're like near the mountains and stuff, because we don't really have mountains here in Rhode Island. But we have beautiful, beautiful waterfronts and beaches and country roads and woods and parks. So, you know, we are pretty lucky here. Though I wouldn't mind being a little bit closer to mountains. You get to travel a few hours to get to any real mountains of significance here. Yeah, looking at the screen of the second camera now, and it does seem a little bit of a tight frame, but I don't know if that's because you know what, that's the new camera, and I didn't really do much to set it up. I'm just looking. Looks like it's doing 1080p. Yeah, I might just be doing a regular frame. I'll have to look at the settings on my primary camera and take a peek and see what those settings are, and see if maybe I'll just duplicate those settings on the new one and see if I like those a little better, because I like it when you can see the rear view and see like more scenery and less me. I'm not a fan of being in front of the camera. That's why I'm a photographer. I spend my life behind the camera. It's where I'm comfortable. So I'd rather have more scenery and less of me. That would be ideal. So that's my my next job. But I like the setup today. Basically, put the 2 cameras on their mounts. I put the mic in my helmet. Turned on the remote. So the mic did the mic first, connected to the camera that it connects to. It only connects to the one in my helmet. I only bought one of the mics. I didn't buy the kit. I may get more at some point, but I don't feel I need them right now. And then once I get the cameras on and the mic on and connected to my primary camera, then I turn the little Bluetooth remote on, and it connected to both cameras. And as soon as I hit record, it simultaneously hit record on both of them. So that was fantastic. But I do need to see, though, if it will also stop the recording. I didn't test that yet, so that'll be my next. That'll be my next trial, probably on Saturday. Saturday is International Female Ride Day, and I'm going to be doing a meetup and ride with the Leaders, which is a international collective of female riders, and the local chapter here in Rhode Island is going to do a meetup and ride on Saturday to celebrate, and it will be my first time. It'll be my first time going over a bridge. I am trepidatiously, if that's the right word, looking forward to it. I have yet to go over a bridge, like a real bridge, with my bike, so I'm a little bit nervous. But I'm looking forward to it because I would eventually like to head over to Newport, and to go to Newport, you got to go over 2 bridges. So the ride on Saturday is actually going to take us over the first of those bridges. So we'll see how that goes. And, if I feel comfortable with that, then, I should be able to feel pretty comfortable going over that second bridge there. So, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this video is coming out okay, because I'm realizing now that this front-facing camera, my primary camera, is like pointing right at the sun at the moment. So I guess we'll see once I offload these videos if they look okay. But yeah, my main thing today, like I said, was just to kind of set up the 2 cameras, see if the remote would start them both. I will try it another time to see if the remote will also stop recording on both of them at the same time. It should. That's what it does. So hopefully it takes care of that for me. And then, I'll set up the new strap so I can mount it to my RAM mount over there, make it more accessible. But yeah, the other thing too, I love my label maker. So the other thing that I did also is I labeled both of the cameras, because I feel like that's important for me anyway, to like know that I have like camera 1, camera 2. They're 2 separate models, so that I know like, what's connecting to what and all of that. So I actually did like a little like naming configuration for the two cameras, so that way I can keep them organized as well, and make sure that the files also stay organized. So I have camera 1, camera 2, and that's probably going to be it. I mean, I don't really foresee me needing any more cameras than that. I mean, why would you need more than 2 cameras to do this? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I've only ever seen folks using like 2 cameras, sometimes like a 360 camera maybe. But that GoPro was a 360 camera, and it was just annoying. I know there's other ones out there, but I'm not really interested in one at this point. If I can just get the 2 angles for now, I am happy. But yeah, so I've also been doing a little bit of thinking about things coming up, and which rides I'm thinking of doing, and I'm weighing doing the Cannonball next year, but I'm also thinking maybe I'll wait a couple years to do it, so I can get myself a bigger bike. So still up in the air over that one, but I know I have a lot of rides still ahead of me this year, so I won't really be lacking for places to go and things to see and do, and rides to have. So definitely looking forward to that stuff. But all right, so I'm just going to kind of let this play out then for the remainder of my ride home. You can go ahead and enjoy the views if you'd like, but it definitely helps to support me and the channel and me making more of these videos if you click the like, subscribe, notifications, and all that good stuff. And please feel free to leave comments as we go. I love getting questions. I had a really great questions about the tires on my Vespa the other day. I'm always happy to share any insight that I have, the limited amount that I have at being a new rider, only less than 2 years into this. So, but anything that I know or I can share, I will share. So, please feel free to ask questions at any time. I'm, happy to answer those. I love interacting with people and, helping people out when I have that ability, because other people have helped me over this time to figure out what I'm doing, both with my bike and, with videos and audio. And, there have been some really great people like Bug out there who, offered some great tips and advice, and, just definitely, if you have questions, ask them. I'd love to answer them. So, all right, well, enjoy the rest of the ride, and I will see you probably after Saturday's ride to Jamestown over the bridge. So, have a good day, everyone. Bye.